It's Madden NFL 24 on EA Sports, and if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Baltimore Ravens and the Carolina Panthers. Coming up next.
And we welcome all of our viewers inside a place that the folks around here like to call the Vault, and that's Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Carolina Panthers. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Now, Charles, you and I, we've done a lot of games together. Always seems like we're rehashing the same storylines. Turnovers, of course, always a big story. Quarterback play, running backs, yada, yada, yada. But getting ready for this one word kept coming to mind, and that's preparation.
Well, it's critical to be prepared. Physically, mentally. When you think about getting ready for an NFL game, you have to wonder, what will they throw at us that maybe we haven't seen before? 2-minute drill, maybe different things like that. Got to be prepared. You're exactly right.
Eddie Pinheiro about set to get us going, and we are underway here in Charlotte. This taken in at the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Here comes the Ravens on offense, and the man in charge from Louisville, the former MVP, Lamar Jackson.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yardage with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100+ the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Meanwhile, Jackson's throw into the hands of Andrews. And he's tackled at the 38, but they doubled their yardage. The play started at the 19, and they gained 19. Well, the first drive here and the first time that we've called the big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers are getting involved as this game goes on.
And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. It fights him off. That's complete. It's Zay Flowers with it. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Gotta love a guy who'll stand in there and deliver. No matter what the pressure, waits for the route to come open, hangs in there, and completes the pass.
So from the 37, here's second down and 2. An option give now to Mitchell. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down.
That's a very nice game there. A confidence-building run. Love the execution up front, and the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
They go play action with Jackson. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. 27 yards. And the Ravens get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Their first passing touchdown of the ball game, and they go to the big tight end in those sure hands, and he provides the score.
Certainly looked like they were focused on taking away other weapons, and he certainly made them regret that because he found the soft spot, ended up taking it to the end zone. Nice throw, too, to complete the play.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their rookie quarterback.
For every rookie prospect, there are always nerves involved in this moment. Running your team out to start a game. But there's a reason they brought him in. We're willing to make him their starter today. They believe he can overcome those nerves and lead his team to a victory. We saw him do it at the collegiate level and really make himself into a leader and someone you can envision doing the exact same thing here in the NFL.
So he stopped for no gain, and that'll make it second down.
Give him the completion, no gain, but let's focus in on that tackle. Open field tackling, the hardest thing to do in the game, I believe.
But when you get outside the tackle box, it becomes a numbers game. The defense had more than they could block. First carry for the Oklahoma State man, Chuba Hubbard. A solid stiff arm. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 14 yards, good for a Panther first down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. And that led to a really nice game.
So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with third down looming. Here's third and a few inches. And they'll go again here with Hubbard. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Not at all what they envisioned on third down, 3 yards in the wrong direction.
That's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going, crashed down inside, and tackled him for a loss.
Carolina punt team out there led by Johnny Hecker. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. Baltimore set to take over here for their second possession of the game. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights on in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did something with that.
A nice play design there with a touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Jackson. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Here's 2nd and 10. Henry running right. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down. His first carry in their 2nd drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their 1st drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
Couple of 1st downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. Now Jackson on 1st down. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That is now 19-yard gains on back-to-back plays.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Back to the ground now. It's Henry. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now...
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Derrick Henry taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Ravens go up by 2 touchdowns. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then 1 play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
Tucker with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their 2nd drive. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0 the score as they regroup with 1st and 10. Young lets this go for Renfro downfield. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Throwing, Young. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Young to throw it. And now another one thrown incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
Yeah, that's a nice job there defensively to blanket those receivers on 3rd down. And as a quarterback, all you can do is just loft one toward the bench. Not too close, mind you, and live to punt the football.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Derrick Henry trots back out there and gets ready to go. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6. Off the option, here's Henry. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
If you're looking for glory, looking to get your name in the headlines, you do not want to play nose tackle. But how about what we just saw there? The ability to hold people up, take on extra blocks, and actually slip them and make a tackle on that play. That's big time.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. No gain on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
They dialed up the blitz on 3rd down, and your worry as a defense that they can hit you with a big play in that situation. Instead, the blitz pays off, able to rally to the football and make the play.
4th down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. This is taken at the 15. Just a net of 34 there following a punt of 44 yards. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. The Carolina offense about ready to go. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Give him 7 yards on the carry, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning.
At the 32-yard line.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now Young. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hubbard. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
1st down now, but that clock rolling. Young will set to throw. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Trenton Simpson, well, he just flew in there to drop him. Well, you're already up a couple of scores here in the first half defensively, and Charles, they just seem to be playing really free on that side of the football.
I love the observation because with that type of a lead, they feel like they can take a few more chances and be even more aggressive, and it's been paying off for them so far this game.
And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. What do they have for this? 3rd and 11. Now here's Young. They'll set up the screen here for Hubbard. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the 1st. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This is taken at about the 14. 8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And they will take over 1st and 10. And we spotlight Derrick Henry now. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
He doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back. And that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend.
To number 7, Rashad Bateman. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 29-yard line.
2nd down and 3. Now Jackson apparently a little unsure of things, so he'll call a timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Working with a 2nd and 3. Now it's Jackson. He'll find Bateman once more. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
So we come upon halftime with our score 14-0. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcoming everyone to our downtown Orlando studios in this EA Sports Halftime Report. It was Derrick Henry, as he normally does, making his impact felt in that first half. He wound up finding the end zone on a touchdown run to help give his guys the advantage here at the break.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. A 2-touchdown game, 14-0 to score as we get rolling again here in this second half. And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. The Panthers going to take over here to start quarter number 3. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Brandon Stevens. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. But that one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. Following the interception, they're set up nicely here, already inside the red zone, knocking on the door, if you will. 1st and 10. Able to locate Andrews here on the out route. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
Well, he does have 1 touchdown in the game already, and while this one won't go for 6, it's enough to get him 1st and goal, but you and I both know he's going to be a little upset he didn't cross the goal line for a second time in this one.
Might want the ball here on the next play. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the third quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances, so they need to toughen up and keep them out of the end zone.
Henry again. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Derrick Henry his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns.
You think back to some of the great goal line bruisers of the past, the Earl Campbells, the John Riggins, the Marshawn Lynches. I think you can put Derrick Henry right in that group as he scores there with another patented Derrick Henry run.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now 21-0. The drive there only spanning 3 plays, and Derrick Henry able to finish it off with a touchdown run. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Amir Smith-Marset now from his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
Now a first down throw for Young. That one complete to Horsted. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it's second down.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately, because if you let that big guy get ahead of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on first down. Second down and 6 now from the 26. Young. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, when the running game's not working, sometimes you just got to take a few more chances down the field. That's a good effort, but it winds up incomplete.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now Young. They'll run the screen with Hubbard. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
The key to any screen play is all in the deception, and that means everyone on the offensive side of the ball. But someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short gain.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Throw caught by Flowers. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Jackson options out left. The quick feet, and he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he is finally going to be brought down, but not before he gets it to the Panthers' 14-yard line. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. Well, you know, most quarterbacks, when you talk about their big play ability, you talk about the arm, but this, an absolutely huge play with a leg.
And also with his mind, because he had to see this play develop in order to make the decision to keep it and run. And how about him looking up and seeing the seas part for him once he got past the line of scrimmage? My first thought, I think he can go all the way, and I'm trying not to take over your call of this play, partner.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup brings up 2nd and 2. At the Panthers' 6-yard line.
Ball at the 6 here as they work with a 2nd and 2. Now Jackson. And he's got it. Touchdown. Rashad Bateman on a touchdown throw from Lamar Jackson as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the third quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever you want to select is there. You want to run it, you want to throw it, pick a play, any play. They're rocking and rolling right now.
Now Tucker to add the PAT. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. And it's Rashad Bateman who finished it all off with a touchdown. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return. Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
You're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he is going to lose yardage here. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. I don't know how well our microphones are picking it up for those of you at home, but Charles, you and I can hear it. A lot of groans right now coming from this crowd.
I don't know if we're picking up what's happening in the stadium or from the people who are supporting this team at home, because it's coming through loud and clear to you and me. This offense, they've been stuck in neutral much of the game. And on that last play, they actually went in reverse. I think this crowd would have liked neutral, don't you?
Yeah, neutral would have strongly been preferred. They'll take anything positive at this point. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. They'll throw again. Young. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
Here's Johnny Hacker now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And we'll see what he can do on the return. It's a 39-yard punt, 8 on the return, and out will come the offense as they take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have picked up right where they left off in half number 1, just looking really dominant, extending this lead.
And it's fun to see when teams actually do that, because so many times you go into the half after playing well, and you kind of relax a little bit. We've got this. We can kind of punch the button whenever we get good and ready. But for a team to keep the intensity and keep the execution up and come back after the half and play so well, that's actually really, really nice to see.
And a pedal to the metal. That's what we're seeing right now. They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. To the right side, into the hands of Flowers. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Jackson from the shotgun. Right side, there's Likely with it. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Isaiah Likely. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens have sewn this one up as they add to their lead here in the 4th. So they get their tight end away from the line to the outside, and he works his way in for 6.
Tight ends are not just blockers anymore. I don't know how many more times we need examples, but here's a great one. Gets to the outside, they give him the ball pretty quickly, and they trust him to get those extra yards, and boy, did he come through, bowling his way into the end zone after the nice catch.
Tucker with the extra point, and that makes this 35-0 now. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. From the end zone is Smith-Marset. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Panthers about ready to take over. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
That throw by Young incomplete.
Lots of incompletions on first and second down. It certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on third down.
And this offense on third down today, a pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. That is caught. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Well, I mean, look, obviously there's no 20 or 30-point play in that playbook, but they can try to end things here on a positive note despite trailing big, and that looks like what they're trying to do here by pushing the ball downfield.
Well, let me go with the heavy cliche then, partner. Just control what you can control right now, and all they can control here is how their final plays develop.
Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 42-yard line.
Young working out of the gun. The throw finding its target, the tight end Horsted. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
That's good for Panthers. First down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Again, it's Young. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And the Ravens are going to take over here up near the 40. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road and help seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
The Ravens offense back out there. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth-quarter lead. Calling a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and into the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
2nd down, they go again with Henry. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. They'll bring a tight end in motion left. On 3rd down, Henry. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 29-yard line.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. Here's Young. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12. Now, 4th quarter, certainly not enough time for a comeback, but nice to see them making use of the time remaining to try and make this one a little more respectable.
Yeah, I think the ultimate goal, good execution, be crisp, be sharp, and find a way to put some points on the board to make this thing look just a little bit better.
And Young's throw there incomplete. Another pass attempt, another incompletion. You figure defensively, you're in the 4th quarter here. You've held the team under 100 yards passing. You've done your job.
Especially in today's NFL, which is truly a pass-first league.
Young's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. To the air once more, Young. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Kyle Hamilton picks it, and they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
Baltimore about ready to go on offense. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the 4th quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. 74 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Hey, it's not the most spectacular play, but I think most teams will take that every single time for the first play of a drive. Begin the series with positive yardage and set yourself up for a very manageable 2nd down.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. Jackson, options out left. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so they didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
For the winning team here, Charles, that's about as big and clean of a win as you could hope for in the National Football League. No turnovers. Meanwhile, you forced turnovers. You didn't allow any points, and you put up a bunch of points. What an effort.
And, Brandon, I just have to ask you, that's all the stuff that we saw happen today. Those are statistics, numbers, the whole deal. But my question is, how does one team come ready to play, and the other one, obviously, not ready at all?
Well, I mean, I obviously don't have an answer to that, but that was the story from the get-go. One side was awake and ready, and the other just seemed to sleep.
So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. Till next time, we say so long from Charlotte.